Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching Coming to America by John Landis, starring Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall. I know Landis directed An American Werewolf in London and The Blues Brothers, but I don't believe I've seen any of his films before. On the other hand, I'm very familiar with Eddie Murphy's work, especially in the first half of his career, starting from Raw and Delirious to Shrek. He was a fantastic actor till he started taking roles like The Adventures of Pluto Nash and Norbit. Yikes. About Arsenio Hall, I've seen clips of the Arsenio Hall show on YouTube, but I haven't seen him in any movies before. I was always aware of Coming to America growing up, although I never got around to watching it. I know the film is about an African prince coming to America, but that's all I know about it. So I'm pretty excited to watch this film. To help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full reactions, early access, and weekly polls for what to watch next. You'll need your own copy of the film to watch along, of course. Please consider being a patron so I can post more than 2 videos a week. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you liked the video, like it, and if you didn't, dislike it. With all that being said, let's get started. Coming to America, Landis, Murphy, Hall, let's go. I love how the film starts. James Earl Jones. Okay. Hey, Samuel L. Jackson. I recognize a couple of names at least from the cast. It's a very royal looking palace. The story's by Eddie Murphy. Okay. Are they preparing for the grand entrance of the king? Oh no! It's just a beautiful woman and music to wake him up in the morning.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Happy birthday, Your Highness.
Oh, it's his birthday. For a second there, I was thinking, this happens to him every single day of his life. Throwing rose petals as he's stepping out of his bedroom. Oh, wow. Is this an R-rated movie? I didn't expect nudity. Gets his throat massaged while he gargles.
Wait right there, Akeem.
Okay, his name is Akeem.
Rose bearers! What is it, my son?
Well, Father, first of all, it is things like this.
Like what?
The rose petals.
Anyone who throws roses at my son's feet will answer to me.
Just for once, I would like to cook for myself and take care of myself, dress myself. And why? Why can't I find my own wife?
We've gone to a great deal of trouble to select for you a very fine wife.
But Father, what if I do not love her?
So you say you can have a woman who'll obey your every command.
If you truly love your wife, you will value her opinion.
So it's a fictional African country, Zamunda. So far the music has been very, very good. It sounds very royal and very high class.
I offer my daughter to your son.
Presenting Miss Amani Aziz.
He almost had a heart attack. I don't know what culture or cultures they're getting their inspiration from, but their costume design is really, really beautiful and very unique. She's a beautiful woman.
May I talk to you alone for a moment, please?
Am I not all you dreamed I would be?
Be married. I thought we should talk to each other, get to know each other. What kind of music do you like?
Whatever kind of music you like.
She doesn't have a personality of her own.
Do you have a favorite food?
Yes,
Good! What is your favorite food?
whatever food you like.
Anything I say, you do.
Yes, Your Highness.
Bark like a dog.
Arf, 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 arf.
Did he just break the fourth wall? She doesn't stop because he didn't tell her to.
I always assumed that you had sex with your bathers. I know I do.
I have yet to experience what the outside world has to offer.
The wedding will proceed in 40 days. Prepare the royal baggage. My son is going on a trip.
I intend to find my bride.
Exactly.
Where will you find such a woman?
In America.
And they're flying on a Concorde.
We're not rich. We're ordinary African students. We desire a room.
You better not be wasting my time. You got money? Well, come on in, gentlemen.
There's blood. It's obviously a crime scene.
damn shame what they did to that dog.
Oh.
We will take the room. Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes, fuck you too!
He still probably has no idea what that means.
Yo, you wanna buy some toothbrushes, man? And I got a hell of a hairdryer over here, too. Check it out.
Faith! Stop, Faith!
Perhaps I should cut off my prince's luck.
No.
Yes.
Joe Louis 137 years old. 137 years old.
Oh man, you ain't never meet no Frank.
Yeah, like you'd come to some random barbershop in Queens.
Fuck you and fuck you. Who's next? That'll be $8.
I think it is time to find your queen.
I'm not interested in a man unless he drives a BMW.
This is the first date Teresa and I have been on.
I'm into the group thing.
My name is Chiches, and I'm the best or the D.
Sir, where can one go to find nice women here?
Oh, you got to get out and look. They ain't gonna just fall in your lap. Well, that's where you messed up, son. You can't go to no bar to find a nice woman. You got to go to a nice place. The Black Awareness Rally, it's gonna be some fine women there. Good, clean girls.
So their accent is not American as well. It's very unique. It's very clear. Oh. For a second there, I thought he was going to do one more song.
Try to work in a plug for the new salad bar.
Daddy, I'm not mentioning the restaurant.
Well, at least give him the address.
Akeem is gonna fall in love with her or something. Because he already has his eye on her.
Now ushers are passing through the aisles with donation baskets.
And the boyfriend doesn't contribute anything.
First job every morning will be to sweep this walkway. You know how to mop.
That man has never mopped a single floor in his life.
Hello, I am Akeem.
Nice to meet you, Akeem.
When you think of garbage, think of Akeem.
It's the boyfriend.
So, how's everything over at Soul Glow?
Oh, they own Soul Glow. That makes sense.
Hi. The other day at the rally, somebody stuffed a large amount of cash into one of the collection boxes.
Don't tell me he's gonna take credit.
You wouldn't happen to know who that was, would you?
You know me. Anything for the kids.
Yeah, they're establishing his character.
Take care of this for me, will you?
Yeah, he has to be a dick, and he is.
I'm trying to gain the interest of a certain young lady.
Ain't got nothing to do with your hair or your pocket. You get in good with American woman's father, you in good with her. Ain't that right?
I was wondering, did you happen to catch the professional football contest on television last night?
No, I didn't.
The Giants of New York took on the Packers of Green Bay. And in the end, the
New York
Giants triumphed by kicking an oblong ball made of pigskin to a big H. It was a most ripping victory.
That's a great description of American football.
You want to keep working here. Stay off the drugs.
Here, rich guys get all the chicks. How are you gonna compete with that?
What is it?
Something for you. Whoa. From an admirer, not Daryl.
If they're real diamonds, they're very expensive.
Do you realize I have not had sex since we got to America?
This is my sister, Patrice.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. We got an extra ticket for the St. John's game tomorrow. Want to come?
Uh-oh.
Yes!
What are you doing? It's just a halftime.
Yes, this is my favorite part of the game. Will you excuse me for a moment, please?
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! It is you!
Yeah, they have no idea what's going on.
Who was that?
Just the man I met in the restroom.
And he'll remember the experience for the rest of his life.
Coffee.
Sit down, take a break for a minute.
Oh, thank you.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Everybody shut up!
Yes. Give him the money, guys. Just give him the money.
You're wasting my time now. Come on!
He looks so young here.
It would be wise for you to put the weapon down.
That surely impresses her.
You know, we've been hit by that guy 5 times. Leave Sunday night open. I'm having a little get-together at my house.
He has accepted us as equals.
Okay, fellas? Just give him a ticket.
No, he has not.
Make sure everybody's glass is kept full. We're about to make a very special announcement. Daryl here popped the big question.
No, he didn't.
And Lisa happily accepted.
I can see some parallels with what Akeem's father did and what Lisa's father's doing right now. The exact same thing.
Next time you and my father decide to get together to plan my life, I wish you'd let me in on it.
And she had no idea that she was engaged.
Sit down and keep me company.
Are you all right?
I'm just not going to be pressured into marriage, not by Daryl or my father or anybody.
We need some more champagne over here.
I think my sister likes you.
I think she does too.
My home is very poor.
I don't care about that. I'd love to see where you live.
That's exactly what Akeem wanted.
Everything is fine. Excuse me, I have to tidy up. If you have no more money, you can cause no more mischief. I am very sorry.
I think you're just so ashamed of your apartment, you can't even let me see it. If it bothers you that much, we can go out to eat.
This is literally a date.
So, what'd you do back home?
Goat herding.
We should stop worrying about being poor. If I wanted a wealthy guy, I'd be with Daryl.
Did she break up with Daryl already? Both of the actors have really good chemistry with each other, and this is what is helping sell the story.
What about Patrice?
I am not interested in Patrice.
What about Daryl?
I am not interested in Daryl either.
There's only one negative thing I'm seeing. It's going to get revealed that he was actually lying to her the entire time.
You actually want to send this?
What are you two involved in? You can't afford all this stuff on your salary.
Oh man, Semi's gonna mess it up.
I just had the most wonderful.
Good night, sweet prince. Your secret is safe with me, your highness.
If you're the prince, then who am I?
My servant?
He likes that.
What's wrong with the king?
Why don't you marry Daryl? Lisa, I just don't want you to have to struggle the way your mother and I did.
I kind of understand that.
Does your apartment look poor?
Yeah, it's a real shithole. You'll love it.
Semi, move our things. I have a date with Lisa. Isn't that wonderful?
The father is here. And the queen-to-be, I think.
I have come for my son Akeem.
He live upstairs on the 5th floor. Hey, who gonna clean up all these flowers?
How could you let him come to such a pass?
Akeem will not listen to me.
He is searching for his son Akeem.
Oh, yes, he's out with my lovely daughter, Lisa.
His demeanor just changed immediately. And this is a sure sign of the father being in New York.
I really have to go, sir.
Oh, no, have a seat right here. Look, did you want ice in that?
Oh no, it's the boyfriend who the father invited like an hour ago.
Excuse me. I warned you, didn't I? Dottie, get him!
I must leave.
He's rich. He is rich. He's a prince.
And the sound effects are of thunderstorms. It reflects the state of her mind, obviously.
Where are my parents? They've gone to the McDowell's house to look for you.
Come in. Have a seat. Akeem and Lisa have gotten quite close.
He could not be at all serious about you.
I have to get out of here.
Shall we say 1 million American dollars?
No way.
Very well then, 2 million.
You haven't got enough money to buy my daughter off.
Nonsense.
Why are you hugging him? He's just the servant. He's the prince.
Sammy's in trouble.
I will not leave without Lisa.
So you do care for her?
At least the mom's on his side. That's sweet.
Lisa dumped me.
Oh, I know.
The sister is so promiscuous.
And I don't want you.
I wonder whether the subway trains were this filled with graffiti in the 80s or not.
Oh, your father told me to sow your royal oats.
I'm the man you fell in love with. From this moment on, I renounce my throne. I am no longer the Prince of Zamunda.
Look, I'm sorry, I can't.
Aww. But that's to be expected though. He has to make some sort of big gesture to win her back.
I only want our son to be happy.
It is out of our hands. The girl told him no.
Yikes. They actually left the US and they're back. It's Lisa! The parents came through at the end. And Lisa's dad, he's just so happy to be here. Oh, damn! Sammy got his girl.
Would you really have given up all of this just for me?
Of course. If you like, we can give it all up now.
Hey, that was a great movie. Very, very funny. I can see why it's a cult classic. Okay, I took some time to collect my thoughts. First off, that was a fun movie. I really had a good time. I didn't know the story was by Murphy himself. I also didn't expect James Earl Jones and Samuel L. Jackson to be in the film. That was a real surprise. Since this is a light-hearted comedy film, I don't think a deep dive into the analysis is warranted. Instead, I'm going to talk about some observations I made while enjoying the movie. The film starts with beautiful cinematography of the African landscape and excellent tribal-inspired music. It almost sounded like The Lion Sleeps Tonight, which is a favorite of mine. The plot of the film itself was great, although I wouldn't say it was original. The tale of a foreign man coming to a foreign land to find himself is a story older than time itself. The way Coming to America sets itself apart is the approach it takes in tackling a central theme in the film, marrying for love or marrying for status. This was reflected in both the fathers of the main characters, Akeem and Lisa. Both the king and Cleo McDowell wanted to marry off their children for money and status, whereas Akeem and Lisa wanted to find somebody who they could connect with intellectually and physically. The visual humor of the film was a highlight for me. The director, John Landis, intentionally let his camera roll a little longer than usual for the run-in gags, like the rose petals and Akeem's bride-to-be's long dress. That really worked well in the film. Coming to America itself was almost like a reverse fairy tale where the man comes to a big city and finds love and not the other way around, which was interesting to see. The city itself was a character in the film. I loved how alive New York felt, and the locations were chosen very carefully as not to give off a very luxurious feel. Eddie Murphy played Prince Akeem and several other smaller characters like the barber. He was at the height of his career at the time, and it really shows in his performance, which was excellent. I wonder where this Eddie Murphy is now in 2020. He had a very unique accent, which I couldn't place at the beginning of the film, but it made sense as the film played along, since he's royalty. He portrayed Akeem with an almost childlike wonder and a certain innocence, which really worked for him. Arsenio Hall played Semi, Prince Akeem's friend and servant. He also played the hilarious Reverend in the film. Arsenio was okay in his performance, very serviceable, but I don't think he was as good as Murphy. He played a fun, eccentric character who did not want to leave the luxuries of his former life. I expected a little more conflict between Akeem and Semi at the second act, but I wasn't disappointed overall. Lisa McDowell, played by Shari Headley, the love interest of Murphy's character. I have to say, from the moment they were on screen together, I bought it. They had really good chemistry on screen, and that went a long way to make their love story more believable. Her performance was considerably better than average, and her character was more interesting than her sister for sure. I just wish I got to see more of her wants and her needs a little, because that's what Akeem was talking about in the first half of the film. James Earl Jones was fantastic as King Chauffeur. I don't know how he achieves this, but he had a certain aura of smugness and royalty about him, which I couldn't place. Jones was great in almost every role he played, and I'm a big fan of his body of work. If I had some criticism of the film, it had to be the character development of the supporting cast, which I felt was a little lacking. I also felt like a little more exposition of characters like Semi or the Queen would have been nice. I also would have liked to have seen a little more of Zamunda and its people and culture. But apart from that, this is a film I'll be rewatching from time to time because it was really funny and entertaining. If not for the nudity and the profanity, I would have happily recommended it for anyone. But fun movie. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page.
please consider being a patron. Subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, like it, and if you didn't, dislike it. I will definitely see you in the next one.